Why, hello there. Did I scare you? This is Matt from Walk in My Garden, and I just got back from Home Depot and I got this amazing find. It's a terracotta pot, 10 inches, and it's the perfect size for lemongrass. So remember last week when I showed you that cutting that was rooting in water for 2 weeks? Well, it's been 3 weeks now, and it's time to transplant that into this pot. So in this episode, I'll show you how to do that. So stay tuned. These are the items that you'll need for transplanting your lemongrass cutting into soil. First, you'll need a source of water. I like to use a spray bottle. Second, you'll need a utensil such as a pen to make a hole in the soil for your cutting. Third, you'll need your beautiful lemongrass cutting. And lastly, you'll need a 10 to 12 inch pot filled with standard, well-draining potting soil. Before we put the lemongrass into soil, let me just show you the cutting. Ta-da! So if you take a look here, the offshoot growths are growing really nicely. They've doubled in size. This top one is almost a foot tall. It's very impressive. And if you take a look at the roots, they've grown longer and they're growing smaller roots off the main one. So it's a sign that this lemongrass cutting needs to go into soil. So let's go plant him in now. First, take your spray bottle and spray the top of the soil generously with water. Second, use your pen or any other utensil to make a hole in the soil. Make the hole about as large as the diameter of your lemongrass cutting's roots. After making your hole, spray the hole with some water. Place your cutting carefully inside the hole, making sure not to damage the cutting's roots. Now, use the soil around the cutting to cover up the roots. Get your spray bottle and remove the bottle top. Use the bottom of the bottle to give your cutting a more generous drink of water. So there you have it, our lemongrass transplanted soil. Isn't it so pretty? I could probably spend hours just looking at all the foliage. It's gonna get really nice in a couple months. So here are some care tips to ensuring that our lemongrass friend is going to survive. So we're going to be placing this transplant in indirect or filtered sunlight for about 1 week's time. Afterwards, we can introduce direct sunlight to it. For example, on day 8, we can give it 1 hour of direct sunlight. Day 9, give it 2 hours. And then on day 10, give it 3 hours of direct sunlight. By the 2-week mark, you can move the transplant outside and give it 100% of direct sunlight. Lemongrass plants, they like to be outside and they like direct sunlight, and they prefer warm temperatures between 65 and 85 degrees Fahrenheit or 19 to 29 degrees Celsius. If you live in areas that have cold winters, you may need to overwinter your plant or bring the plant inside where it's warmer. In terms of watering, you want to water your lemongrass every 2 to 3 days. You want to test the moisture of the soil. So what you can do is you can use your finger and test the first inch of soil, and if you notice that it's dry, then you can give your lemongrass some water. If you notice that the soil is still moist or still wet, then you don't need to give it any sort of water. Lemongrass, they like water, but they don't like being in soggy soil. So doing this technique of the finger method, that will help to ensuring that you don't overwater your lemongrass plant. So that is it. This is how you transplant lemongrass cuttings into soil. If you found value in today's video, hit that like button down below. Leave a comment and let me know about your experiences growing lemongrass. And don't forget to subscribe. It would be great for you to be up to date with all the videos that I post. I plan to post about 1 video per week. So I'll see you in the next video. Bye now.